Hi everybody, it's Gloria Hester and we're here with Finn and Finn's guardian Peggy. And we worked with Finn, we had Finn's first somatic lesson, and so now we want to share, I'm going to let Peggy share about her experience of working with Finn somatically and just the results. Yeah, the takeaway.
We'll try to keep him here with us, but he may go graze. But I can see a big difference in him behind, in his hind end, because he was really standing close together behind with his hocks. And now he's starting to develop a much more broader stance and more comfortable, and he's got more options of where to stand. And I think the biggest thing is that I feel like I have things to practice and things that are going to work and help him, and the more we do them, the more comfortable he's going to be.
Yeah. Finn's going to glide through
Yes.
now, I think. We'll just let him glide through.
Yeah.
We can come around, I think, and let people see. So, yeah, maybe get Finn walking off. As you can see, when we started, he had a tendency, we'll see where he lands. So we were helping Finn find the ability to stand close and stand wide. When we first started, his tendency was to stand very, very close, and now he's learning to step, he can step further apart, and so he'll be processing that for about the next 5 days or so, deciding where his new normal is, where he would like to be, close in or far apart. We just want Finn's movement to be functional for Finn is really what we're going for here. So is there anything you want to share about anything else?
Well, I think the other thing is he really enjoyed it. And Sterling really enjoyed it as well, watching. He was licking and chewing almost as much as Finn. So.
Yeah, if not more.
If not more,
yes.
yeah.
Sterling was by proxy.
Yes. He was supervising. He was.
Yeah.
But I think we are on a path to where he's going to be comfortable and not only a happier horse, but a safer horse to where we'll be able to go on long trail rides and he'll enjoy it.
Oh, yeah. That's beautiful.
Yeah.
I know horses love trail rides.
Yes. So thank you.
Thank you. There a couple things come to mind that I would like to share for those of you who are horse people out there specifically. I want to share with you something about movement that I hope is going to be educational for you and beneficial that we discovered during our post-assessment with Finn. Finn's he's a good-sized horse, long body, right? And so what we think of as a rib cage, whether that's in a human or a rib cage in a horse, I would rather if people could think of it more as a supple area of the body. There are a lot of intercostal muscles there. The rib cage is meant to move. When we say rib cage, it sounds like it should be fixed and that it shouldn't move, but that's actually not the case. So sometimes when you have a horse that you don't like how that horse is going for any reason, oftentimes it's because the center of their body isn't moving properly. Whether that's because their pelvis doesn't rotate in a functional way, or the rib cage itself and the whole, you could think of it like the barrel of their body just is not moving the way it's designed to move. And that's going to cause a lot of these things like you might see in a horse that we see, and we don't really quite know how to help that horse or how to go about helping our horse. And that's why I personally adore being an educator for the steward of the horse. This is a tool for the person who's with that horse to be able to help the horse integrate their movements in a way. It's very functional for the horse. So anything you ask that horse to do, that horse is going to be way more willing, able, and ready to do it in an easeful way, in a way that feels good. So I hope that helps, and I hope that helps you start to think about how you're asking your horse to move. So if you start to see things that you don't understand with back legs, front legs, start to watch how that horse isn't moving in the rib cage area and the torso. And then, so let's have a conversation about, think of your horse, ideally we want to move like an accordion. Your rib cage, think of it like an accordion. When one side closes in, that other side is going to open up by definition when there's functional movement, and vice versa. So one side closes in, the other side needs to be able to open. But when a horse has what's called sensory motor amnesia in the center of their body, one side will not agree to let the other side open. So that's why a horse sometimes can go really well one way and not the other. So I hope this helps you put some pieces together for your horse. And I'm super grateful to have met you and met Finn.
You too.
Finn.
Yeah.
So thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you. Namaste.